Am I live? Am I live? Uh, these kitty cats, okay, they ain't trying to sleep. This is the boy. This the baby boy. This is the hillbilly right here. He think I'm just supposed to just that's the hillbilly. That's the hillbilly. Yeah, that's the hillbilly. Just a that's a kitty kid. A kitty kitty. But anyway, yeah, he think I didn't know I could do this to kitty kitties. But anyway, I want to talk about how I became one of the top lawyers in the world. Yes, I had to set my greatness. See, greatness is not defined by how much money you have. There's a lot of attorneys that charge a lot hourly. Yeah, there are attorneys right now that make $900 an hour, and they ain't shit. When I tell you they ain't shit, so you know, I wanted to become a lawyer because when I was in St. Mary's, we had a field trip to the courthouse, Passaic County Courthouse, and we sat in on a murder trial. Fifth graders, they took us to a murder trial, and I got a high when I was there. I was like, I want to do this. So that was always the goal. The goal was always to be a lawyer. Now, one thing about me, because see, Diane and my grandmothers, they love me so much. Okay. They gave me so much love. I didn't go around talking about I wanted to be a lawyer. I did not go and get people permission. I didn't need I'm naturally hype. I hype my own self up. That's why I love that song Affirmations. I hype my own self up. And I never told anyone. I just did what I had to do. I found out, I said, well, what's the best degree to have undergrad to become an attorney? One was science and the other philosophy or and English lit or like English where you have to do a lot of writing. So I felt like okay, I'll do English because I love to read and I want to hone in my writing skills. And in that course, our electives, I took philosophy classes. The reason I now sometimes I wished I got an agricultural degree, but at the time they were slaughtering pig. I don't know why it stunk back there, or but I did enjoy my agricultural class. But so I took English non-teaching. So my undergraduate degree is in English non-teaching, like literature. So that you do a lot of reading, paper writing, and stuff like that. So when it came time, at the time I was working with with Dean Tisdale in the Student Affairs office, and I would babysit for he and his wife from time to time. And he wrote my letter to go to law school, you know, or letter of recommendation. And I wanted to go to Widener because I wanted to stay in Delaware area because my father was born in Delaware. And at the time, my great grandmother was in Delaware, cousins were in Delaware. So, so aunts and uncles were in Delaware on my father's side, the Roots and the Banners. So I wanted to stay in Delaware. So I went to visit Widener Law School and I met Oh God, not was it? It's not Ron Brown. Was it Ron? Yeah, Ron Brown's son. He was there. He was this Ron Brown's son. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Ron Brown. And that was their cat. But I said, I really wanted to get into wine, so I said, let me just fill out Seton Hall. I ain't gonna even send any money. I told him I'm broke. I can't afford the application. I just did it, and I got into Seton Hall law, and then getting into Winder, a lower tier law school. I said, ain't that some book? I said, okay, back to Jersey I go. That was the best experience in my life. I met some great. You talking about some smart Negroes? We were very small. It wasn't that many of us, um, but I met some great people. And since law school, I only kept up with one. But if you want to know some of the people in my class, Jesse Hamilton, that was the mayor's lawyer. Y'all gonna get up off Jesse. That's my boy. Jesse Hamilton called me. That's my boy. He gave me the name Tell the Truth Ruth. Yeah. Oh my God. Lord Jesus, the constitutional law class was a civil war. Professor Dumble. He loved everybody loved my class. Our class, the class before us and the class after us. They loved us. We kept that school. Seton Hall will never forget the class of 92, 93, and 94. We changed things. Oh my God. I know they miss us. We should just show. And now this year, I said, I really want to know how everybody's doing. So I go to a picnic, and guess who's there? My boy Mike Shit. I'm standing there. I'm talking to my soror because I'm getting on my soror for not talking to me. She pledged me. I got to stay on her. So, and then he said, yeah, I know Shawana. And I looked at the guy. I said, Mike Shit. He's a federal judge. Mike is a federal. I said, Mike, what you doing here in the land? We just hugged each other. I almost, I was so happy to see him because I hadn't seen him since 1993. So then I'm on Facebook, and I'm just, doing my same old threatening folks, battling troll. I don't know why y'all trolls insist on messing with me because I'm much more powerful now. Now I could snatch government clearances. I can. Y'all say, well, hurry up and do it. It's getting cooked. It's getting cooked. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up your whole financial world. Anyway, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. The revolution will be televised. So I get a friend's request, and I'm like, Wanda, girl, one of my classmates, Wanda, from Seton Hall Law. You talking about the nicest person I ever met on this planet. One of the nicest. She sent me a request. So now I'm a hook. We trying to get everybody together. And I'll do a live here so you can meet the real ones. The real ones. The real ones. The dream fulfilled. The dream fulfilled. I don't have to argue with white folks. My life is a living testimony. You try my DNA. Come on both sides. Survive the middle passage. Oh, oh, stuck to the bottom of some slave ships. Can I get a witness? That voyage, some said, oh, hell no. I'd rather be eaten by a shark than to go with you. You don't think them warriors were battling on them ships? Some of them, they had to drop them off on an island. They thought they were going to die. They thought they were going to die. Them Negroes who survived. And then they took the rest of us here and brought us here on Plymouth Rock. And then y'all tried everything. Y'all tried stripping us of our religion, our culture, and our God. And like Brother Khalid Muhammad said, and some of us have even lost our mind. Like Officer Tay Tay, Tasha K, and Futon. Some of us act like we have lost our mind. So, yes, we survived that. Then we survived the lynchings, the rapes, the murders, the disfigurement, the psychological. You put a physical, psychological assault on us. But we knew how to sing. We knew how to pass our messages. And fuck all the ones that told on them slaves. Fuck all them black people who were like officer, the spirit of Officer Tay Tay. Fuck y'all. But the warriors, because it's in my genes. It's in my genes. Like Queen 88. I was so mad, folks talking about, oh, she was just ghetto. Nah, that's a warrior. That's a warrior. That's a warrior. Okay. Fuck y'all. Y'all sitting there pointing fingers in your home. She was out there in them streets with Carmela Anthony. Salute to the queens. The queens. That's why I respect Queen Kwani. She'll get up in a plane and come visit you. See, I like the people that go outside, that don't just talk. That's why I like Tracy. Tracy goes outside. So when I started working, I always read what the job description, because I'm trying to develop a skill. Most people look at the title and the money. I looked at the job description, and I always took job, even though it didn't pay well. I knew at some point that what I learned, that the actual job that I'll do. That's why I don't have to embellish my resume. Matter of fact, I have to take some stuff off, okay? Because the resume will be 4 or 5 pages. I'm just good. And then you have to have a natural knack to practicing law. I automatically, I see a problem, I can solve it. I probably should have took mathematics, but I can see something and I can solve it. I look and I say, how can you avoid a lawsuit? Most lawyers will sit there, take your money, knowing you don't have a case. But you or your ego just wants to fight. I got to straighten out these pictures. Or you and your ego just want to fight. But a good lawyer will say, look, I ain't trying to take your money. This is X, Y, and Z. This is what I think you should do. It's up to you what you want to do. Now, most lawyers charge you a flat fee, okay? And they'll get a portion up front and then they'll demand the rest at the closing. Then you have like the big firms, they bill you hourly. So it's very important to them for them to drag stuff on, to drag on so they can bill you more. But I always practice what the Bible says. Reconcile quickly. Don't sit up there. Don't sit up. The only people that get rich after prolonging a case are the attorneys. So with Malcolm X's estate, the only people going to win are the attorneys. Like with Michael Jackson, what's going on with his estate, the only people that are going to win are the attorneys. Because I know they billing like between 900, maybe 150, $1,500 an hour. They bill it. So the more that they keep your case going, the more money they can have to go on a golf course and talk shit to each other. You know that's every job I got was because of God. I remember this guy, this attorney Maxim. He was over oh God. They were like the local legal aid for Patterson, for Passaic County. So I wanted to go over to the mayor's office and be an attorney. He said they ain't gonna hire her. One of them Ivy League lawyers talking shit about me. Where are you now, Mr. Maxim? He was gay, homosexual, you know. I don't know. You know what? The smart and really intelligent homosexuals are, are nice. I can't. Oh God, me and Black Seco about to link up. Y'all gonna be in trouble. You wait till Black Seco come. We hooking back up. The original bangers before there was YouTube, before there was Blog Talk Radio, before there was even a social media. We were banging out in these streets. We were banging. As Deborah Lee, as BET. We stayed on BETASS. So that's how I became a good lawyer. So one day I was watching V103, not V1, yeah, V103, and Left Eye was on there. And Left Eye was talking about how they went broke. I said, how is TLC broke? You're the biggest selling girl group globally. How are you broke? So I said a prayer. I was pregnant with my third son. It was 9/11 happened. And I knew that I could not go because I worked in Raritan, New Jersey. So that was a big commute. I knew I couldn't take that commute anymore, not with three small children. So I got a chance to work for BMG Entertainment. And I was assigned to the biggest label. And I managed the royalties. So all the behind the scenes people, Clyde Davis's right hand people, the lawyers, we all met quarterly. And that's how I learned about royalties. I know how those provisions in the contract, I know how they worked. And I studied the contracts. And I could help people. I help some people. I could still help people right now get their royalties, but I don't want to. Some people I will. Some people I'm going to help. Some people I am. The legends I am. I'm going to help them. I could have helped him see Shan, but he got an attitude. He got mad because he posted some guns on Instagram, and I just said a Bible verse, and he got mad. That demon in him got mad. When you learn some respect, MC Shan, call me. I'll help you. I could do things, correct things without lawsuits. That's power. That's power. But some people I got to file a lawsuit. I gotta help out because they doing elderly people dirty. And since I'm elderly now, I got an attitude. And then there's just some fades that must be passed out. One person. I'm only here to handle one demon who's behind the scene. Yeah, the one that said he won't piss on me if I was on fire. Yeah, and the one he hate me. He hate me because he hate his mama. Yeah, I'm coming for him. I'm here. I'm just here for him because he's still doing F-ish. And if I were you, I would be shaking. Onyx, I would be nervous. Enjoy, because there will be a reckoning. You think you're cute. Yeah, enjoy that background, that backyard. Enjoy it. I'm here just for you. Just to hand you out some legal fades. Anyway, I'm done. Now, some of the clients that I represented, Tammy Roman was my first celebrity client. Um, I enjoyed representing Tammy. Tammy listens. You know, Tammy trusts me. She trusts me. She trusts me. And we got results. Pilar Sanders, she trusts me. And Bobby Edmonds got her result. Was Dwight Gooden's wife. You know, Dwight Gooden, yeah, Hall of Fame. I don't know. I just need a soccer and a hockey. A soccer and a hockey wife, call me. Professional soccer and hockey, call me. Call me if your husband act up. I don't represent side chicks. I don't do side chicks. A couple of side chicks, former basketball player side chicks hit me up. And I was like, nah, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Wives, ex-wives, but never side chicks. Not knowingly. Not knowingly. And then I represented Christy Taylor, got her money. She was one of the writers of Insecure, the movie with Tempest Bloodsoe. Watch that movie, Insecure. Okay. And it's spelled with the N, secure. N dash secure. Okay. Do that. And I toot my own horn. I'm gonna hype myself up because I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of the lawyer, the woman, the mother, the wife. I'm proud, the sister, the cousin, the aunt. No grandma yet. I told my kids, do not bring any kids here unless you're married and have a home to raise them in. Because I don't like children that much that I want to raise somebody else's kids. My name is not Diane. Okay. Diane did that for my brother because he had kids when he was young. But I'm not Diane. I'm not Diane. Mm-mm. But anyway, yeah, I enjoy I really enjoy being an attorney. I think it's an honor and a privilege because there are places that I can go that you can't go. And when I go there, I got to make sure that folks do right by y'all. I got to make sure, folks, I am the enforcer. I gave us names. I gave Kristen, the holy diva. I gave Bobby, the queen bee. I gave Ursula, the producer. And I call myself the enforcer. Oh, I can't wait till we link up and put our shirts on. My daughter's making a shirt. You know, my daughter takes a year to make shirts, and she designed a logo for us: attorneys with attitudes. And we got on the back, we got the queen bee, the enforcer, the producer, and the holy diva. That's my crew. That's my inner. Oh, and Judge Dorn, I got her a T-shirt too. She's the judge. Yeah. All right, I'm done. You that's my husband. And y'all trolls, y'all better not f with him. That's my husband. Let me see. Let me call him. He obviously wants some attention. Oh here, let me call him. I'm gonna call on the other phone. I gotta turn it on first. Look at this. Pick up the phone.
Hey,
Okay, what you got to say?
I was gonna say you once called me a.
He wants you lucky I don't know how to bring you up. I'm gonna learn how to bring you up here because he wants attention. Go ahead.
I don't want any attention. I just was watching your program
Why you not sleep?
because I'm wired up. I had a big night tonight.
Oh no, don't talk. I'll talk to you. Yet. Don't say because these niggas they don't know how to act on here. They don't know. But I'll tell you one thing: if anybody trolls you, you gotta tell me because I'm serious. They did enough. 2014, they did enough, and I'm tired of the trolling. And I need accounts. Don't respond to them. Just screenshot whatever they send to you because enough is enough. They I thought it was your ex doing it, but I don't now. I don't think it was her. But it better not be her. That's what I'm saying. It better not be her.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well.
I earned my money tonight.
Okay. Let me call. Let me get off this. Let me hang up. Hold on.
I'll talk to you.
Now, right now, I'm hanging.